Big up once more. Now I'm again Taz Muslims the Savant, aka Bepek, called the face of the people and the face of the green, white, and blue, the face of Salon. All it tells me, this unexpected, coming in just to slide in. But we need for talk and small. I don't need pile up few things that I made. Just on the watch back, few things there, and the news. We just know and keep on, especially waiting on written. And I just know I make little ways since we don't talk about this Niger issue, with ECOWAS, etc. As that time, if it's not going to continue, face other people's input, maybe sometimes add new ideas or new, creativities. We can to other spectrums of ideas still. Tasmo can be contributors, but we just can't for talk small knowledge, for add more knowledge to the talk. So big up to now we just to join Tasmo and we chill. And I will chill in an evening session. And they see people in the kind side. So I give we all just small time. Then we all go sit down and hopefully we will kick up in the next few seconds, If you just smoke, you don't smoke, me not cigarettes I get, not any TVC that smoke, I just cigarettes to me hand. Why would we discuss this? This is not soldier way for that matter. If you're not to soldier man, it's not for you. This is not soldier talk when they can talk. This also not Pan-African business when they can talk. This is not Pan-African business when they can talk. Pan-Africanist, what I mean? If you're a Pan-Africanist, and the saga that this you go experience and the right way for talker. Not mind me. So Jama always getting bag. Always forget people bag, Or they go far, or they go to battle. This battle, yeah. I don't know why me kuna anyway, no stats are proper, yeah. Big up to now, Tinubu. What's they go inside Niger? So many different news in the way they fly. I will pass now also due now quick. Then, Tasmo kind of do enlightenment, First, at the evidence say, well, Mali and Burkina Faso troops them don't deploy they inside Niger. That's the fly around. I beg Salon not correct me. If that's not factual, let somebody comments, that's what we just talk so. Mali forces them and Burkina Faso forces them, they're inside Niger. News where they fly around. They say Russia forces them. Also, they're inside Niger. They don't go put, a missile system, intercontinental missile system. Where they go long range. Maybe for enter inside Nigeria. If that's not fact also, will not tell me, who then we go first. I'm not glad for anything stay out. But don't get serious. If that's not fact, will not tell me. There's also news where they fly. North Korea also don't sponsor more missiles to Niger. Niger totally they on 100% alert. Also, the neighbors suffer. Nigeria, certain area of Nigeria, not even in the north or so, get blackout on the capital. They get blackouts because the dam where they supply water to Nigeria, where the airport creates current or electricity whatsoever, they say they run from Niger. So since ECOWAS don't put all kind sanctions them against Niger, don't close borders them, etc. Then back creates obstacles them for Nigeria. If that's not fact, we not say, we not comment. We go and see the comments still. But positively, not for big full argument. All I want to hear is just the post and quick give now. What will they pick up? Also, this whole thing here now, when I all run the big sense say, it's all about resources. Since Genesis, since when this white man kind of will learn, they see money, resources, not money. When all man now don't begin to understand. All man don't start to become more Pan-African, a Pan-African, that's what they put on. All man don't begin to understand. Because the movement forgets now, you see, person, I watch something, person make a statement. If not my idea, I will tell you that's not my idea. But person make a statement. But I don't know, say up to now, we they pay them with colonial masters their tax every year. We they pay them just for being an African for survive, for them for now like when we say well presidents get with sovereignty, they get sovereignty over we. Every year we they pay them tax. But I don't understand the state today. You know, they pimp we. From that now, also to I don't understand, all them resources them they can take go, not just the kind of more friendly you. But they can't put thief for minerals them, the forces they get in the ground. So now by force. It's about our time they say for put stop to this. Now a great concept, great idea. They want to make them back they all ready for flop them eh. Right now too the all ready for when I light armor self the move with. You know, when I the fearful marine and first at the back. So the first that's this about fear. That smoke here. Okay, what fearful at the ground. Terrible, Allah. Whoever first can salon you talk inside. I don't know what make the one make salon for this business. I don't know what make I don't know if what you seen at TikTok area. I don't know if what make the one make salon for this business. But go talk. Wait, no more. Let me continue this talk here, yeah. Let's continue this talk here. It's all about resource. Now, another factual info. France never suffer as they see. Not so all man will experience, but they never get low on power. Power for the supply light, gas, or whatsoever now, electricity, for just getting power per se. Then use gas. They get problem with Russia. Russia, they mask them. Entire Europe right now, Russia, they mask them. So this uranium, now another supplement for create this power thing here, what France need. Another solution for them. So right now you make one Niger, they shun France. France no they get anything from Russia. Now a big conflict with they make man support them per se. You know, if we not support them and they have to do something, you know, in a military manner, or push the Africans there for go to war, you know, create confusion. Now remember the word, not confusion. Europe already gets war. East Africa already gets tension. We West Africa we steady. Just because of Niger and uranium, the white man ready for instigate the whole West Africa for vex themselves. See how big fool See how big fool? Even though, you know, Mali they try to give a heads up, say, Burkina Faso try to give a heads up, say, we don't listen to that. We not still allowed. And the thing is, if it not make sense to you, it don't make sense to you, now let's say something. They don't say whether they can't exploit we with the military forces. If finally if we Africans so Germany say, no we fight against them people here, you know, we don't for stop them for can't take for resources. Many land for treat we equal. If they want to take with resources, they for pay we forget money, they don't for the big fool we gain. Now batchi, the president is not able to do them. So if the military man there say, oh man, we're ready for put a stop to this, we as African soldiers there, we're ready for facing other European people there. We're not too back to now, whatsoever now, for let this nonsense stop. Now the liberation movement, this was some of them they see. And the liberation movement this. Civilians are not able to start the liberation movement. It starts with soldier money. You know? But what all man don't understand, now Tinubu, because in the lead ECOWAS, you know, it never make big full decisions. Big full decisions still. And countries that maybe when they will comply with Tinubu, they say, well, you know, they allow, you know, all that will affect the way kind of politics. Now I make some countries that go comply. I be not say this summit, it be more than me what forgets for Adam. This summit will be just get through. Part of what I be don't talk say, you know, because I stand by the gates. They're not going to go inside the one-to-one thing. But part of the standby, you know, it's like, now for go regroup no more than self. For go tell all the presidents and say, I need troops them from each country for radio because, you know, we need money. Now that's nobody's all summits back be there about. You know? And that's what they perceive. Salomon no fits for go. Salomon soldier are the best soldier. You see, man and bloody force for go. That's something said Salomon soldier. Salomon soldier fearful. But not to Salomon soldier war is. No left them and go fight say war. This is a Nigeria war. And they want to big food, you know. It's not Pan-African movement. Tinubu for wise up. It's all about resources. How long? You know? And they say, this resource now what they fetch for. When I imagine this now, when I think this. The most poorest country in the world. Now in the world, they perfect for so. If now want to think, can they crush you mind now? The most poorest country in the world. But now in the world, they perfect for so. So some they say poor, people all man poor, poor. But something in the world, they perfect for so. When I wise up, Africa wise up, you know, presidents, no need for wise up, no need for wake kunabo, you know, when I wise up, even with the civilians there, wake camp back, you know, if I ready them for arm, we will arm up, put them up, you know, we're facing them. As long as I liberate Africa, we're facing them, you know, we're facing them. When I wise up, you know, the youth money ready, but they can't instigate tobacco. They will instigate you back, they will confuse we, set fire we, whatsoever I want to put on. Africa will go to West Africa will go to war. And within peace. See Ghana they pass structure themselves, Nigeria they structure themselves, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Guinea, they perfect time, but Guinea they do better. You know? Ivory Coast, Senegal, Gambia, they do better. You know, Mali they try, you know. The land lost them. I noticed that a few weeks ago. I mean, a few days ago. Land lost them. But anyway, big up to now. We President come. You know, let's minimize the force system where you go send over and you know, let's minimize the casualties there. Not to Saloma war. You know, when they talking about ECOWAS, and people don't get great points. Why make all the other coup them ECOWAS not act? Why make them act? Why make not this? I don't make that point today. Why make not this? As soon as Tinubu can inside, he wants to spend big food. You know? This is not for just please the Westerners do. You know? This all ECOWAS thing not for just subdue to the Europeans do. You know? Them with presidents, they are then glad for pay tax every year. You know? For men gets their sovereignty over we. So far, I don't know if na Burkina Faso, yeah, I think it's na Burkina Faso about Mali. They say they even don't stop the US currency day. You know go see the dollar they again. The dollar not for function in one of them countries there. You know? And that's we need for all over Africa. The time when they stop for use the dollar or them make their own currency equivalent to we own, or because that's what we want as well. You know? Treat we equal as the same. No do business. You know? Somebody make a speculation that the next greatest, you know, continent stem or nation stem or people them will be the Indian stem and the African stem. And the next world market start. You know, and the next source start. So some of you now, not only with this trend here, when I begin to understand the trend, focus on what's going on in South Africa. Forget political interests. Think about the resource system where just they fly, they go. Then they capitalize spam, they create all kind of nuclear weapon system, all kind, you know, technology. Then we still they become the consumers them. They buy them products there. But all them products there they come out from we. Then they pimp we double times or triple times. Then they laugh we back. You know, now when they think about anything stable, not so your presidency just important you 5-10 years. You know? And the impact over back to try for create, you know. And make us say if man like me na be, you know, I be there. Don't left and slow. Big up to that. We will link up tomorrow. We just need for pass on the news. We need more Pan-African youth money out there for to spread the message, you know. Man need for understand what's going on inside Nigeria. And Nigeria need for no say, we not support them into this. You know? We not support them into this. Nigeria so Germany if not look like they're ready for faith. You know, so we ought to go outside. You know? So bloody hot. You know? Nigeria not ready for go faith. We're not stay blessed,